Hello everybody, welcome back to Thomas Plays Games. We're playing Tyranny. I just proclaimed the edict, and yeah, so now that we have, now that I have delivered the word of Kyrus' edict to the armies, the time remaining until Kyrus' Day of Sword appears to be the current date on the navigation bar. Okay, the terms of Kyrus' edict must be met by this date or everyone in the valley will die. Oh, this thing. So I have 8 days until the Day of Swords, or I'll die. So I did get a buff, I guess, which is nice. More resolve for the fact that we're all going to die. Oh, I can rob him blind. Sweet. I guess I'll go regular speed. What's this? Some purple cloth. Cool. I want this as well.
Ah, got it.
I got some boots and other stuff. Huh. Iron Walker boots, so it's good against frost, I guess. Good to see. Put it in there. What does he got? The battle reports from Echo Hall Crossing blames the failure of the assault on the village to Scarlet Chorus. Apparently, their scouts failed to report critical intelligence about the enemy's composition. You glance over. The first time you played an edict, you gave the enemy a suspicious amount of time to ready themselves. Chalk it to excessive mercy up for backwards people. But when the edict is against your kin, you follow the order to the letter. May I speak a moment, Archon? I tire of this endless battle. I am the Archon of War, and the Overlord has decreed battle. If you wish to help, go speak with a soldier. Return when you've done something useful. Well, I guess he's a little mad. How do I go regular? Okay, I just
Can't do
twice. Let's pop out of the tent. Characters become wounded when their health is low. Yep, I know that one. So yeah, we only have 8 days to completely eliminate all these guys, or else we're gonna die. That's Kyrus lighting a fire under our ass, trying to get us to actually do some stuff. And who's this chick? Earthshaker. Interesting.
Will do.
Guess I'll just pop out. Oh, fire. Cool. What do you mean you haven't heard? The Commander's Iron Core. In full spam since word. Last we heard, Master Redix said to keep an eye on the Northeast Pass and then to be coming through there. For mercy of Kairos, we don't have the soldiers to send hunting through the trees for our own damn Earthshakers. Who's Rona? Oh wait, I don't know who that person is. Yeah, you're not interesting at all. Who are you though? Back here. You can't make out the ironclad soldier's expression under the twisted helmet. He merely stares at you. So I guess that's this guy. What do you need help with? Iron Marshal Erinos. Don't just coddle the impact. Push back with your shield. Take the momentum. So he's training some guy, it seems. Pale Gordon Circlet. Judging for her uniform, this Iron Marshal is first among equals in the Iron Guard, Raven Ash's inner circle of trusted followers. Interesting. You mentioned you're short on warriors. What do you need? You have brigades amassing along Placid, Echo Hall, and Little Tooth crossings. The Venturing Guard may be able to hold one bridge, but they cannot hold against concentrated three-prong attack. I have no right to give you orders, but we all die. But we all die to Kyrus' edict should we fail, so I'm not about to let my pride blind me to the value of good help. I will assist. This is a second major attack on the river, correct? What happened last time? Defeat in detail. So, we carved a bloody path up the river, but at this point, everyone who charged was already lost. We had no chorus backup, so it was just a few disfavored squads. I can't tell you exactly how they were defeated, but we lost the whole assault team. She shakes her head, letting out a long sigh. We found bodies washing up the river for days. It's not often the Tearsmen put up such a good fight. It certainly made us re-evaluate the number we'll need to take this valley. Really? Are you sure the scouts didn't give you all sorts of details about the enemy and you chose to disregard our warnings? I'm sure the disfavored could have heeded such advice. Would have heeded such advice. Yeah, I'm sure the disfavored would have heeded such advice. Verse. Loyalty. Lost loyalty with first, gained favored with the disfavored. Maybe next time we won't be so forthcoming. Let's see how many of your precious northerners Northern stock survived this war without our intel to back them up. Well, don't be a dick, Verse. Don't test me, Fury. Yeah, sort of talk won't get us anywhere. I will assist you. Then our plan might just work. We are loath to work with those who do not share our training and our values, but we know that Tunan, the educator, selects the most capable minds for his court, and I trust you will honor us all in the battlefield. Antonio will be leading the charge at Echo Hall Crossing, assisting you with the Barrack of Stone Shields. Interesting. With the heavily armored guy. Before you ask, no, the Forge Bound aren't sloshed on Drapple Seeds. I have no idea what that means. When they are fitted with his armor, he will survive the full force of the Edict of Storms. But this armor doesn't exactly come off. Tactically, it's quite brilliant, but otherwise, it's somewhat of a curse. Okay, so you have some guy who doesn't have... Is it this guy? Yeah, it is this guy. Steps forward and resembles an amalgamation of rusted blades and mismatched pieces of armor fused into a vaguely human shape. He reeks of sweat, feces, and whatever oil treatment keeps him flexible.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
An honor.
Likewise, good Binder.
Cool. Soldier heaves a heavy iron arm to the salute, his whole body clanging as he grasps his gauntlet.
Barrick, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
Do you two know each other?
No. Oh, that is to say, yes. I'm already as familiar with this ironclad halfwit as I care to be.
We don't have time to trade jabs today, Verse. After the siege, you can throw as many tantrums as you please. I suggest that we remain focused on the mission.
No offense to the mission, but seeing you looking like a garbage heap and reeking of a mass grave is more amusing by far. Did you forget how to don your armor, or did Grave and Ash leave you out in the rain?
He's frustrated. I don't believe we've been acquainted, Barrick.
It's challenging enough to experience battle from a courtroom, much less remember the faces of your cohorts. I wouldn't expect you to know me under these accursed blades of rust.
The Fatebinder will be joining us to push across the river. I figure an extra hand could help, but more importantly, if my worries come true, the chorus tries to impede the mission, we'll have an observer from the court on our side.
Better to work with the Honorable Binder than some chorus children.
I ask that Barrick accompany you while to arbitrate the cooperation between his company and the Scarlet Chorus. Cool. I got world map. Barrick, you've been without a cohort since the last battle at Stalwart. It's time you get a task more worthy than hauling wagons and leading training drills. Okay, so Ash has assigned you to the Fatebinder service. You're to assume the task is ongoing until I find a more permanent spot for you, which could very well mean the swiftly approaching end of this war, or when the Fatebinder dismisses you. That understood? He agrees. Cool. That's an order, Barrick. He can be stubborn as pulling a spire out of the earth, but he's a good soldier. I hope you don't mind the company. I'm honored that a member of the Iron Legion will be by my side. Cool. She looks forward to our success. And a couple things. Nice.
I can't.
Is there an item I can snag? I can snag an item over here. Aw, yeah. Bloodstone, garnet, and another item. I think... Is it Bitter Quip? Is he the guy? Oh. Interesting. So he's got a neat background story. He only got 2 powers. I'm guessing Punisher are damage and Sentinel is defense. Yeah, I'll take the... I'll give him Sentinel. And I guess I'll just give you more health and power. No need to not have that. And he's got the bonus resolve. Back again, have you so little to do besides standing around the disfavored camp? Okay, whatever, you jerk. Freaking bear quip. I guess the stars are quest, toggle key characters. Yeah, I still can't get that. What is my subterfuge again? It's pretty good.
Won't
Almost.
happen. Won't happen.
Wait, what? Oh, I see, that's the problem. But I can pick it now. Sweet. If they're faster, please. And this is a merchant's hat. Nice. I guess I don't need that, but I like experience and I like doing stuff, so I got more subterfuge from that. The heck are all my characters?
I got it.
Get over here
Let's
too.
be off.
And so I talked to her. I guess I should just talk to this guy.
Can't do that.
What's his name? Okay, so Firestarter, our skins once again cross. Welcome to this favorite camp. He is Civitas the Younger. We served at the Citadel together. Good to be properly introduced. I remember you stopped the chorus from turning their leadership section into one giant civil war. Glad Tunton sent a fate binder. Okay, so he knows what's up. You should jaw with Iron Marshal if you want to talk substance. I'm just managing patrols here. She and Ash are giving directions. What is it you need? I overheard you asking the Earthbiter where the reinforcements have gone. Is there a problem? I'm afraid so. Radix, the head of the Earthshakers, was supposed to arrive with a group of her most competent spellslingers to help break the stalemate. I don't know what's holding up their arrival, and that worries me. If you were at all inclined to lend a hand, I could use some help. Sure, I'll lend a hand. I knew Tunton's agents wouldn't fail us in this time of need. I'll mark the last known site of the Earthshaker's reinforcements on your map. Good hunting, Fatebinder. Why has the siege been delayed for so long? It should have been over real quick and simple. First cohort arrived in the valley and went right for the kill. But that was before we knew the Venturing Guard has sages and Water Witch on their side. The biggest problem is the Scarlet Chorus. They're eagerly conscript the Vendian Guard, but have no proof of this. Okay, but it seems they do very little to keep a watchful eye on these drafted tiersmen. They often send out a patrol, and we suspect they use that opportunity to escape back to Vendrian's Guard. Every Chorus conscript has a choice: life under Kairos or death under the army's boots. By all means, feel free to cut down those who choose the latter. We won't be offended. Okay, well, thanks, verse. Just so we don't mistake each other, I know that what I'm saying carries an implication of treachery. I'm not making formal accusations before Tunton's agents. I'm just voicing my gut opinion on the matter. The two armies haven't worked well together in years. What do you think of this? Come on, Binder. Seems like asking why beasts stink. The disfavored are too eager to deliver Kairos' peace to the tiers, while the Scarlet Chorus only maintain mayhem in their wake. You can tell the voices of Nerat has a plan, and I'll take your word for it, but the chorus sure seems to blunder around, never moving with purpose as we do. And verse says, I wonder if we've been fighting for the same war soldier. I've seen Ash yank his precious soldiers away from more battles than he's won. If you want to call that progress, be my guest. Unless we find a way to work as one, I fear that Scarlet Chorus will step in front of Graven Ash's statements or strategies at every turn. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like the voice of Nerat is here to amuse himself, while the rest of us are here to do our job. Oh, can you tell me about yourself? Not much to tell. My father was Sevis the Elder, his father Sevis the First of his name, lead drill masters of Ash's first Iron Guard, back when there were Bronze Guards. I was born to the Legion, and with any hope, I'll die in the Legion. The rest you can hopefully hear about this. Bronze Guard, question mark? Well, his day was an age centuries ago. They didn't have Kairos' modern luxuries like iron, so back then the great general's inner circle was known as the Bronze Guard. Interesting. He was Bronze Guard, so he apparently must have been Ash since before he was with Kairos. So before Ash designated Kairos, he rallied his legionnaires against the Overlord's authority, but his prowess on the battlefield integrated him to the Archons, who were welcomed to the ranks. Okay, so cool. You know your history. The blood goes back that far, not the memories, as I only ever knew my father. My grandfather was just a legend, and one of Ash's best warriors back before the disfavored were forged into iron. He shrugs. I'm proud of my heritage, but try not to brag. There are folks who love the Legion every bit as much as I do, and they lack the same pedigree. Speaking of heritage, how is it your family looks these days, Barrack? Are they still pride of the North, or have they debased themselves in some unspeakable manner? Speak not of my family verse, or of our honor, you have no right. Varys chuckles. Don't I? Very well. Go back to your ignorant way, you dumb ironclad. I'll say no more. Cool. I'm glad to see you have your own identity outside the Legion. Back to my other questions. Goodbye. I think that's really it. I don't know if I have to do anything else here. Yeah. Can I not select all these guys? Okay, I can just shift select the portraits. Good to see. I guess I'll speak with Verse. Couldn't help but noticing you were eyeballing the disfavored symbol littered about the camp. It's hardly a symbol, just a scrawl. Actually, I have other questions. Sure, it's hardly a symbol. It's true, but it used to be the pride of Graven Ash's Legion before Kairos made them deface it. What happened? Word has it that Ash has been under more scrutiny than the other Archons, seeing as he took a stand against Kairos in the past. I already know that. Even though he bent the knee in the end, that doesn't place him above suspicion. Kairos and the other Archons keep him on a tight leash. Ash's troops impressed the growing empire, but Kairos made them sacrifice everything. They were up to the point Ash surrendered. Everything they were up to the point Ash surrendered, right? They've been disfavored ever since, and fighting to earn back their honor. I guess that's why you don't cross over the Overlord. Kairos holds a grudge with a mean, jealous streak. Actually, I have other questions.
What do you need?
Are you a spy for the voice of Narat? She regards you with an unreadable expression, so maybe not. I mean, does it even matter? You have to decide for yourself whether or not I'm trustworthy. Okay. We'll talk again later. What does this guy have to say?
Fatebinder, you look like you need to talk. What can I do for you?
Really? I'll talk with these guys later.
I got it.
Actually, could I rest? Where do I rest? I think it's over here. This person? No. Can I rest here? As to this favor ever since you arrived, not that anyone expected any different. I would like to sleep, please. Farewell. Is there nowhere to sleep here? I thought that I would be able to sleep here. I guess I can't, unless... Yeah, I have no idea. I want her and him and then me in the back. Here we go. That sounds good. Custom formation 1. Yeah, I guess I'll just go on. I thought I'd be able to rest here, but apparently I can't. Oh, wait, let's... Dang it! I still am just too low by 1. Scarlet Chorus Camp, so they have their own camp, or the Northern Clearing. I mean, I'm assuming I have a long time. Let's check the journal, though. Journal for quests, primary or other ones. So this stuff is somewhere. Looking for mission shipment. Find these guys at the Northern Clearing. Northern Clearing, yeah. I guess I'll go to the Scarlet Chorus Camp and see what I can do there. I mean, it's... Yeah, I was gonna go that way anyway. I'm pretty much done here. Oh, I've been ambushed. Interesting. Your path is blocked by a small group of venturing guard. You can go no further without dealing with them. Interesting. High lore skill is required to create most powerful spell combinations. Interesting. Deal with this ambush. Who are these guys?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
Her voice booms atop a nearby outcropping with an aquamarine body paint. Complex attire. According to the Fatebinder Broncos, the majority of the school fled before coming of Kairos. Okay, so she's from some place. It's a symbol diplomacy. Okay, interesting.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
She bows deeply? Okay. I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
We let him go. Okay, well, he's super dead, but let's do... Assuming he's our prisoner, what would you offer in exchange?
We would offer you 5 choirmen that got lost on patrol. They're healthy, got other limbs, too.
I would not have us barter with oathbreakers. Certainly not for anything less than disfavored lives.
You say there's something worth less than a disfavored life. Call me intrigued.
Yeesh, the banter. It's wild. Sorry, that name means nothing to me. I mean... I guess... is he dead or is he not dead? Is the chorus now? I have no idea who this Tarkus guy is, so I'll just say sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm asking about one man out of thousands that have been slain by Kairos' forces. It's not like I remember the name of all your friends that I've killed.
Wow.
If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Though I rarely have the luxury of matching names of the countless tearsmen I've encountered, I'm reasonably certain she's asking about the Vendrian Guard who took this guy hostage, who we killed. Another dead Oathbreaker. This guy's dead. He's taken by the chorus. I know not of this person. What will you ask about next? I assure you nothing can be done.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
Cool. I have some questions.
We shouldn't be socializing with oathbreakers.
Okay, shut up, Barrick.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Why did you resist Kairos? What are you trying to save?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The Young Realms were best with constant battle. You prefer that to Kairos' order? Only your daughters were really free in the tiers. Why fight against Kairos' equality? Oh, interesting. So it was a matriarchy. What makes you think you have a chance? But a mage like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kairos' region. I guess I'll be like, why do you not like the order?
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the Younger Realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Interesting. I guess I'll say, what makes you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But
Let me ask you something else. How did your friends overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the tiers. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Those chorus cowards. Who's in charge of the insurrection?
Listen to you. Thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tears, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendry and Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Demos are relations?
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously. So I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
Were there prison swaps in the past?
That is our way, Binder. Here in the south, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now. As a rule, Kairos' forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own. Fair enough. But now a question for you. The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Ooh, interesting. Should I tell them or should I lie to them? Kairos' forces must take Ascension Hall by the Day of Swords or all in the valley will perish. I mean, I'm not really much of a liar, and yeah.
In the name of the vaunted North, the will of Kairos should be delivered with blade and hammer, not to the ears of oathbreakers and compromisers.
Barrick, you're really harshing my buzz, man.
Curious. You did say all in the valley. So the edict will affect Kairos' forces? This is most unexpected.
No, just the oathbreakers, correct.
That is most troubling. So either the soldiers come to destroy and kill us, or the edict does the work. I suppose we should be so honored the Overlord is taking no chances on us. I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Okay.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
Man, everybody's so mean to these guys. Ask your question, Eb.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tears were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's fate binders can smell truth from falsehood?
I mean, I don't think so. I feel like that, like, what? I'm done answering your questions. I'm assuming the answer is actually no, and I'm not really much of a liar. They'll all be dead anyway.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace. And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
Okay. Edicts are forever, blah, blah, blah. So, in the actual truth, some control over how the edict lingers, but only Kairos knows the exact details. Okay, so, it varies based on the wording of the proclamation. If Kairos provides a clause allowing the edict to end, then the clause can be satisfied.
Ah, so some edicts are forever. The rest are, as long as Kairos has in mind? Needless to say, Kairos' magic is unlike anything we've seen in any Archon. And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
I don't know.
Really? You don't know either? You work for the Overlord, but you don't know if she, or he, has an innie or an outie?
Well, that's, we don't have to be crude right now. People guessing, if you feel better, why does it matter?
You speak true. It ultimately matters not. My apologies. The question now seems rather foolish. You must remember, Kairos was just a horror story from distant lands for much of our lives. We have many unanswered questions. You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by House and Guild. In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
She bows before turning to leave. Okay, bye. Good talking with you. But yeah, with that talk, I'm gonna end it. Thank you for watching Thomas Plays Games. I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.